Hello everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about the cross product of 3D vectors. Okay, so if you're familiar with vectors, you know what's going on. So let's actually use these markers. Okay, so vectors are, let's say, things that move in space. We don't need that much details, but like if these are two vectors, let's say this black marker and the other one, these are two vectors. So the cross product between these two is going to be another vector, okay, which is going to be perpendicular or orthogonal, okay, on both of them, okay. Or it could be like this or even from down, okay. In other words, this is going to be perpendicular on both vectors. Okay, so that's the geometry part of it. Algebraically, how do we do that? We say, for example, find A cross B. So this sometimes in some textbooks they use this. Okay, this means A cross B, or just the cross product of between A and B. Okay, or of A and B. Okay, where A is given. And also some textbooks use this triangular, some other use this bracket. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so how do we actually find it? So you're gonna write A cross B is equal to, okay, so again you have to be familiar with matrices and determinants. Okay, so what you're going to do is this. So you're gonna prepare a 3x3 determinant like this, and also you're gonna be writing the let's say x, y, and z components of a vector, which in most books we use I, j, k, which we can say I is the component for x axis, and j is the component for y-axis, and k is the component for for z-axis. It doesn't really matter, just letters. Anyways, so the first row is going to be this I, j, k. Okay, and then you're gonna be actually grabbing the vector A, so like this. You're gonna be putting it here, and then vector B, and put it here. Okay, so what that means is this. So you're gonna be writing 1, 2, -1, and then 0, 3, and 4. Okay, so this is how you put it inside. From here is just a calculation. If you know how to find a 3x3 determinant, you're good to go. If you don't, it's fine. Okay, so right in this case, I will be using the most obvious way to do it. So ijk, it's always a positive, negative, positive. Okay, so you have to remember this. Okay, and from here it's easy. So what we do is this. So we're gonna circle I. So we're gonna be using the first row. Okay, we're gonna circle I. Okay, so this is equal to, write the I down. You don't change anything, just write I. Okay, now cover the row and the column that is next to I. Okay, so what are we left with if we do so? We're left with this. Okay, so this 2x2 determinant. So actually let me keep this. Okay, so 2, -1, 3, 4. Okay, and again we said I is positive, so positive I. Okay, all right, next we said we're gonna have j. Okay, so we're gonna have j. Okay, j is what? Is negative, so put a negative sign before it. Okay, and then we're gonna actually cover the row and the column that is j, that contains, let's say, j. Okay, so like this, right? Okay, so now what do we have here? We have the determinant 1, 0, then -1, 4. Okay, So far so good. Okay, that's about J. And then again for K it's a plus, so plus K. All right. Again, we cover the row that contain K. We cover the column that contain K. Okay, so we're left with what? This 2 by 2 determinant. So 1, 2, okay, 0 and 3. Okay. So from here, it's actually just a simple calculation. Okay. Again, as I said from at the beginning, you have to know how to find determinants. Okay. So yeah, this is I. Okay. This is J, and that's K, like this. Okay. Now, again, I can actually remind you how the 2 by 2 determinant is found. So you multiply these two numbers and then these two numbers and you just write it. So you're gonna say 2 times 4, it's 8. 2 times 4 is 8. And then negative 1 times 3 is just negative 3, okay? But always there is a minus sign between the two numbers. Okay, so I'm gonna do this again. So 1 times 4 is 4. 0 times negative 1 is just 0, okay? And for the last one, so 1 times 3 is 3 actually. 2 times 0 is 2, okay? So, sorry, 2 times 0 is 0, okay? So this becomes, okay, so 8, negative, negative 3. So this becomes 8 plus 3. We know two negatives change into a positive. So 8 plus 3 is 11. So just 11 I, okay? And then we have a 4. So 4 minus 0 is 4. Okay, so we have 4. Okay. And then don't forget about the minus. It goes to next to the 4. So it's negative 4J. Okay. And then plus 3K. Okay. So this is the algebraic representation. So if you're gonna write it in this notation again, so you can write it like this. You actually can't say this is equal to that. Even for some people it makes sense, but like don't write it's equal. Okay, so you're gonna write the numbers. So 11, comma, negative 4, comma, 3. Okay, so this new vector is going to be perpendicular on A and B. Okay, and this is the result of the cross product.